Well, with the brass instrument, we have this thing called the mouthpiece, and we blow into that. But first, we have to make the sound with our lips. So we'd use a buzzing sound that kind of, if you say M and then blow out, it says, and that goes into the mouthpiece. And of course, we put that into the trumpet.
Yeah, these are the timpani or the kettle drums. And these ones I have in front of me this morning are a little bit different to the ones you find in a modern orchestra because we're playing Beethoven this morning. It's a bit of an earlier classical piece of music. These drums are a replica of what would have been around at that time that Beethoven was writing his music. So the main difference is the modern timpani are tuned by a foot pedal that you can tune to any note instantly. This is a little bit more difficult. It's on a crank handle. And the skins are calf skin as well, which is also what was used back then. Modern day, you find a lot of plastic heads as well.
This is a violin. Well, you have the main body of the instrument with these two little F holes here, which help project the sound. Then you have the fingerboard here, which we put our fingers on. And then on top of that, we have the strings, which are held together by the pegs and by this tailpiece down here. And yeah, we put the bow over the strings to make a sound.
This is a flute.
Beautiful. And is that a golden
Yes.
flute?
It is actually a gold flute. It's a 10-carat gold flute, and it's a very subtle colour. It's a rose gold, and I have silver keys on this flute.
What would you do if a string snaps during a performance?
Oh, well, ideally that wouldn't happen, but hopefully you have a string on stage with you, which you can string up really quickly, or you might have to quickly dash off stage to fix it.
I did have someone ask me after a concert once, why do I always bend down to sniff my drums? Well, that's not exactly what I was doing, but because it's animal skin, it's quite susceptible to the weather and the humidity, so it's always changing pitch. So throughout the whole concert, I have to be always checking that I'm at the right pitch and making an adjustment. So I'm always got my head down, checking with my ear. So.
Well, we like to wipe it down after we've played it to get the rosin off the strings. And sometimes you might even get a little alcohol swab out to clean the strings. Yes, minding not to get it on the vine.
After every time I play my flute, I clean it out with that. All flute players will have one of those, and I put my cleaning cloth through that and swab the instrument. And I also wipe it down with a cloth, and that stops it from, that just picks up all loose dirt, grit and sort of stickiness from your fingers, and you just wipe down the instrument. Be very careful with the keys so that you're not pulling the keys or pushing the keys very hard. And so you keep in mind just the delicate mechanism that the flute has, and not be too rough with it.